everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Andrea, and today I have just a quick empties video for the month of February. I didn't go through a whole lot of product, but I went through enough that I figured I could do a quick video about it. The first thing I used up was this Bath & Body Works White Citrus Shower Gel. This smelled really nice. It's got a nice, as you can probably tell from the name, a nice citrusy, a kind of florally scent, but it was pretty lightly scented, which I enjoyed. The scent did stay for a while after my shower, but it wasn't anything like really strong or overpowering, which I'm not a huge fan of. Bath & Body Works is not considered cruelty-free, so I will not be repurchasing, and I still have like 15 more shower gels from them that I need to work through. So I'm set for a while on Bath & Body Works shower gels anyway. So that is the first, well, technically I think this was the last thing that I actually finished up this month, but it's the first thing I'm talking about. Next, I have this K-Bella multi-mask pack. I don't even have them in the correct order, but whatever. I got these through a Target beauty box, I think, because I don't think this is something I would have purchased on my own. I'm not sure if K-Bella is cruelty-free or not, but since I'm not planning on purchasing anything from them, I didn't look into it. I was not a huge fan of these. I don't like the foil pack for masks because there was too much product in it for one use, and then it's open, and I wasn't a fan of it. I didn't like the way they smelled. They all had different scents, and they all kind of competed because you're supposed to use them all together on your face at the same time. And I mean, my face felt nice and soft and everything afterwards, but I wasn't a fan of these. I used up the St. Ives apricot sheet mask. St. Ives is not cruelty free, so that is why I wanted to get it out of my collection. I've had it for a while, and I forget to mask a lot. I've been trying to be better about like my facial masks, my clay masks and things like that, but sheet masks are still a little hard for me to remember to use sometimes, so I'm glad that I got this one out of my collection. I used up this mini Tula revitalizing eye cream. I think I got this as like a gift, like a skincare gift with purchase kind of deal from Ulta. This isn't something I would have purchased on my own. I thought I was going to use it up really quickly because there's only 7 grams in here, but it's an eye cream, so you don't need to use a ton of product at once. I wasn't a huge fan of this one either, mainly because when I put it on my under eye, it did like burn / sting a little bit. Not enough to where I didn't want to finish the little tube up, but it wasn't something that I particularly enjoyed using, so I'm glad that this is finished up and I will not be purchasing a full size. Next, I used up one of these number 7 Early Defense Glow Activating Serums. This was okay. I didn't really notice it making my skin more glowy, although I did only use it at night. I did not use it in the morning and at night. I don't know if that would have made a difference, but like there's nothing really bad with or wrong with these serums, but they're just really expensive. Like this, I think this 1 ounce tube was $24.99 on Ulta, and I have the little 4th Ray Beauty serum set that they came out with earlier, or I should say they came out with later last year. It was only a couple months old, but I'm going to dip into that and see if I can find something that I like, because those are way more affordable than this is. But again, it's not a bad product. It's kind of like meh, but I don't know that I would purchase this again, mainly because I didn't feel like it did what it was supposed to, and it's pretty expensive. This is a little spoiler for my New Decade project pan, but I finished this Mario Badescu little travel size rose hips mask. I got 5 uses out of it, I believe. This is a mask I'm not gonna say probably, this is a mask I definitely would not purchase again. It did leave my skin feeling nice and soft afterwards, but as it was drying down, it got very tight feeling, and I didn't really enjoy that. I've used other Mario Badescu masks that don't do that, so I'm assuming it's just, you know, the ingredients in this one. If I ever somehow got like a free sample size or whatever of this, I would use it. It wasn't bad enough to where I think it's so terrible that I would immediately chuck it in the trash, but again, it's not something that I would go out and purchase myself. My last empty is my favorite empty. It is this Lush Let the Good Times Roll exfoliator cleanser. This smells so good. It says it has a warming cinnamon and caramel corn scent, and it really, it smells so good. I finished this up, and then the next day I went out and I repurchased another one because I didn't want to be without it. I didn't repurchase it earlier just because, I mean, I'm sure everybody knows about Lush and they use the natural ingredients, and it even has a little sticker to show you who made your product. And because they're not full of preservatives, they don't have a very long shelf life. So I didn't want to purchase a backup or anything until I was done with this, because even though I would still, and I did still use it on my face after it was expired, I don't want an unopened one sitting around for a month and then using it a couple months after the expiration date. Like this one says it expired, well, it says used by, not expired. So used by February 4th, 2020, and I'm filming this on the 28th, and I finished this on the 26th. So like 3 weeks after the use by date, I'm okay with that. But if I had purchased a backup earlier and had it sitting unopened, then I would be, you know, going more into the 2 months past the use by date for that new one. So I just like to wait until the masks and stuff are fully empty before I repurchase. But that's a really long-winded way to say that I've already repurchased this. When I use the new one up, which will take me a while because they're not like uniform weights. I think the one that I got had a little more product in it than this one, but when I use that up, I will repurchase it again, and then when I use that one up, I'll repurchase it again, and so on and so forth. I mean, you get the idea. I really, really like this. It's a very gentle like cleanser slash exfoliator. It's not too grainy. It's pretty, or rough. It's pretty smooth, and like I said, the smell is amazing. And then my last item is not an empty per se. I am decluttering. I don't know. Can you read that? Probably not. It's very shiny. I'm decluttering this Wet n Wild metallic eyeliner in metallic brown. I have a regular Wet n Wild eyeliner in dark brown or rich brown or whatever it's called, but I have the non-metallic version, and this one has a very different smell. It has a very chemically smell. I'll see if I can try and show you, like, the formula itself is just all chunky, and I don't know if that's because it's old or if that's the way it's supposed to be. But if that's the way it's supposed to be, that's kind of gross, and I don't want it in my collection. Wet n Wild is not considered cruelty-free anymore. That is not the reason I'm decluttering this, because I do have a bunch of Wet n Wild stuff and I want to get my use out of it. It's just this is either expired or there's just something off with this formula that I don't like, and I don't want to put it near my eyes if I'm not sure about it. So those were my empties for February. I would love to hear from you down in the comments on what you finished this month. If you loved what you finished, if you hated what you finished, if you've used any of the things that I finished and you have a different opinion than me, I would like to hear it. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will talk to you later. Bye.